You know what's funny? Everyone talks about wanting to be rich, but almost nobody wants to be patient. We live in a world that worships speed, instant profits, overnight success, crypto millionaires. But the truth is, real wealth doesn't come from luck or timing. It comes from something so boring, so quiet, that most people ignore it completely. Compounding. Compounding is like magic that works in slow motion. It doesn't shout, it doesn't sparkle, it just builds, silently, relentlessly. And the crazy part? Anyone can use it. You don't need a finance degree or a six-figure salary. You just need to start and wait. That's it. But most people never do because waiting feels painful. It feels like nothing's happening. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Compounding doesn't feel powerful until it's too late to catch up. Feels slow, frustrating, almost invisible. But the ones who understand it, who stay patient when everyone else quits, are the ones who wake up rich without realizing exactly when it happened. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update, because what you're about to learn might completely change the way you think about money. Let's get started. So what is compounding, really? In simple words, compounding means your money earns money, and then that new money also earns more money. It's a chain reaction that grows faster and faster over time. Albert Einstein once called compounding the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's the only force that can turn small, ordinary amounts into massive fortunes if you just give it enough time. But here's what people get wrong. They think compounding is all about high returns or complicated investments. It's not. It's about consistency, patience, and time. Even tiny amounts can explode into something huge if you stick with them long enough. Imagine this. You invest just $10 a day. That's $300 a month. If you invest it in an index fund that returns about 10% annually, after 30 years you'll have nearly $600,000. That's from just $10 a day. No lottery tickets, no gambling, just time and discipline. But if you delay starting for 10 years, you'll only have around $200,000 by the time 30 years have passed. That's a $400,000 difference. Just because you waited. That's how powerful time is in compounding. It's not about how much you invest. It's about how early you start. Think about this like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect fruit tomorrow. You water it, you protect it, and for the first few years it looks like nothing's happening. Then suddenly, one day, it grows tall enough to give you shade and fruit. Compounding works exactly the same way. For the first few years, it feels invisible. Then it accelerates and shocks you. The reason most people fail at compounding is because they give up during that invisible phase. They plant their financial seed, wait a little, see nothing, and walk away. But the truth is, wealth doesn't reward speed, it rewards endurance. Let me tell you a story. Two friends, Jake and Alex, both decide they want to retire rich. Jake starts investing $300 a month at age 25 and does it for 10 years. Then he stops. Alex waits until he's 35 to start and invests the same $300 a month all the way until age 65. Who do you think ends up with more money at retirement? Surprisingly, Jake, the one who stopped after just 10 years, ends up with more, all because he started earlier and let compounding do the work for decades. That's the time advantage. You see, compounding isn't just about money. It's a mindset. The same principle applies to your habits, your health, your skills, even your relationships. Tiny improvements, repeated consistently, grow into life-changing results. The gym sessions, the books you read, the hours you spend learning, they all compound. But in money, compounding has one unique rule. It only works if you stay invested. Every time you panic and sell, every time you chase a new trend, every time you stop contributing, you break the chain. And when you break the chain, you reset the clock. That's why emotional control is part of compounding. It's not just math, it's discipline. Because in those early years, when your growth feels painfully slow, your mind will try to convince you that it's not worth it. You'll want to take shortcuts. You'll look at other people making fast money and feel left behind. But that's exactly when you need to stay calm, because compounding rewards the quiet ones, not the flashy ones. Let's take another real example. Warren Buffett made 99% of his wealth after the age of 50. Most people forget that. He started investing at age 10. That's 40 years of slow, quiet compounding before it exploded. That's why he says, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. So how do you actually use compounding to get rich? First, start early. Even if it's small, start. Waiting for the perfect time is the biggest wealth killer. Second, automate your investing. Make it a habit, not a decision. Set up automatic transfers into your investment account every month, so you never have to rely on motivation. Third, reinvest your returns. Never withdraw your profits early. Let your money keep growing. And finally, give it time. Decades, not months. But there's another piece people miss: consistency. Compounding doesn't care if you start big or small. Cares if you keep going. Skipping contributions because the market is down is like stopping your workout because you don't see muscles yet. You keep going and one day it just clicks. Here's something powerful to remember. Compounding doesn't just multiply your money, it multiplies your discipline. The act of staying consistent, of sticking to a plan even when it's boring, trains your brain for wealth. Because real wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how well you manage what you make. Now let's talk about how long it actually takes for compounding to show results. The first 5 years feels like nothing. The next 10 starts to look interesting. But the real explosion happens after 20 or 30 years. That's when your money begins working harder than you do. And if that sounds far away, remember, 10 years will pass whether you invest or not. The only question is, will you have something to show for it? Most people underestimate what they can do in 10 years and overestimate what they can do in 1. They give up too soon. Compounding punishes the impatient but rewards the consistent. So here's your challenge. Don't focus on getting rich fast. Focus on getting rich certainly. You do that by compounding money, knowledge, and effort. Your future self doesn't need you to win the lottery. They just need you to start today. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: compounding only works for those who stay in the game long enough to see the results. Don't let boredom, fear, or greed knock you out early. Stay consistent, reinvest your returns, and protect your time horizon like your life depends on it. Because one day, without even realizing it, you'll check your account and think, when did this happen? That's compounding. Quiet, invisible, and unstoppable. So don't just dream of wealth, build it one small consistent step at a time. Start today because every day you wait, you're stealing from your future self. And before you scroll away, take a second to really think about this. 5 years from now, you'll look back on today and either thank yourself for starting or wish you had. You decide which version of you wins. The one who kept waiting or the one who started small and stayed consistent. Compounding doesn't ask for perfection. It only asks that you show up. If this video helped you understand compounding a little better, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and share it with someone who's still waiting for the perfect time to start. The truth is that perfect time is now.